Welcome back to 2020 Trading. My name is Kunle and I'm making this video. It's the first time I'm making this type of video in this channel, and essentially I'm doing it so that you guys can benefit from knowing what stocks I'm looking at for today. Now this watch list is valid for today, Friday 17th of July 2020. Now these stocks may continue to go up after today, next week and thereafter, but again, I'm an active trader, so I'm only going to be looking at it today, and I'll be reviewing it again next week to see if any of them makes the watch list. So the point I'm trying to make is it's valid for today. So if you're watching this video over the weekend or in 2 days time, 3 days time, it's not going to be valid for that day, but again, it's valid for today. And I'm making it early this morning so that if you're watching it, you have enough time to do your own research, which is very, very important. You have to do your own research, even if you like what you see. If you like what I'm talking about, you absolutely have to do your own research before you commit your hard-earned money. Right, so these are the symbols on the screen right there. Those are the ticker symbols for the stocks that I'm looking at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the fundamentals behind each of these stocks, because I like to look at fundamentals. Very important to look at the fundamentals and then to look at the technical. So we're then going to jump into the chart to look at the chart to see what the stock has been doing yesterday and prior to yesterday, and look at the price action, etc. So let's do that now. So first one, DKNG, Draftsking, is an online sports betting company. Now this one was up yesterday 10%. And the news, the fundamental, the catalyst behind this one is that they have signed a deal with the Premier League for a tournament. So essentially, the point with this one is that the sport is opening up in the US very soon, and this one is seen as one of the companies that will benefit from sports opening up in the US. And because of that deal that they signed, let me just pull that up. That's why this one has been going up. So they signed a deal. It says Draftsking Inc. sports betting partnership with the Premier Lacrosse League. So that's the main reason why this one went up yesterday, and I think that it might continue. So let's look at the chart. So this is what happened yesterday. This is a 3-minute candle. So market opened here 2:30, and it made this clean move to the upside. I didn't see that news before the market opened. That news came out yesterday just before the market opened. I didn't see that, so I didn't trade it, but I think that it might continue. Why do I think it might continue? Because if you look at the daily candles, you can see that when this stock moves, it pretty much moves every day until something happens and it pulls back. So from there, it moved every day from 12 all the way to 42. It's pulled back to 30, and now with this news that we're getting, which is a positive catalyst, it's gone up yesterday 10%, and it's likely to continue for the next couple of days, I think. So that's why this one is on the watch list. Now, one thing I forgot to say in the beginning of the video is that just because a stock makes the watch list doesn't mean it's a buy. It definitely doesn't mean it's a buy. Again, I'm an active trader, and the whole point of me having a watch list is to keep that stock on watch. And when the market opens, if that stock is showing promise, then I'll get into it. I'll buy it. So it's on the watch list doesn't mean it's a buy. I'm still going to have to look at price action to determine whether or not it's a buy. It's just something that I had to say. Okay, so next one on the watch list is ticker symbol APT. The name of the company is Alpha Protech. Now, let me read out what the company does to you, and then I'll explain to you why this company is moving up. So Alpha Protech is involved in developing, manufacturing, and marketing a line of disposable protective apparel and infection control products. Now, the reason this stock is moving and the reason this stock is high on the watch list is because a few days ago, the main stores in the US, like Wallmart and the rest of them, decided that it's mandatory for people to wear masks when they're coming into the stores. So when they're shopping, people now have to wear masks, otherwise they will not be allowed to shop. So that's why this company is moving. And if we look at the chart, let me put up the daily chart. So if you look at the daily chart here and you look at the volume at the bottom, you can see that there was high relative volume yesterday. Traded about nearly 12 million shares yesterday. Very high relative volume. Is it going to continue? It could continue. It's not definite that it's going to continue, but that high relative volume compared in conjunction with that, the catalyst that they have is a potential to make the stock move even higher. Now I'm looking at the 3-minute chart, and if you look at this 3-minute chart, you'll see that again, another reason why I'm really this one is on the watch list is because the move happened towards the end of the day. So you can see market opened here, and the stock was just kind of almost flat, going up a little bit, but flat. And then all of a sudden at this point, you can see the spike in volume at just 2 hours before the market closed. You can see that spike in volume went up by, just in that time, went up by 14%, 13% before pulling back a little bit and then consolidating for the rest of the day and for the after hours. So that looks interesting to me. It's definitely one that can continue to make a move. It has a catalyst. It's made a nice move. This is a nice clean move. So again, that's the reason this one is on the watch list. Okay, so the next two I'm going to look at, let's look at WRTC and LAKE together. I want to look at these companies together because they are similar so let me talk about WRTC. It's called WRAP Technologies. It's a security technology company engaged in providing solutions to customers, primarily law enforcement and security personnel. Now let's look at LAKE is called Lakeland Industries. What they do is they manufactures and sells a line of safety garments and accessories for the industrial and public protective clothing market. So they do similar stuff, and they kind of both went up yesterday. So if we look at WRTC first, WRTC. So the point I'm making is I don't really have a fundamental reason for this by itself. I can't see anything other than the fact that there was a spike in the action yesterday. So yesterday market opened, again this company didn't make a move until about an hour later. It hit that huge spike and it maintained that level for the rest of the day. So that's why this one is interesting. So let's look at LAKE, Lakeland Industries. Lakeland, similar, but with this one the spike happened at just an hour and a half before market close. You see that spike and it stayed there. So that's why I'm looking at these two companies. There must be something. I don't know what it is. There is nothing in the news, but there must be something. There must be a reason why these companies that are doing the same thing are spiking. So we'll see if this one continues today. So next one I want to talk about is CODX. Company is called CODX. Ticker symbol CODX. Now this one has had an amazing run this year. You can see on the screen here is a list of articles, a list of events that have taken place relating to this stock, and it has to do with coronavirus because they provide test kits for coronavirus. So every time some news came out, this company shot up. So if you look here, it says Co-Diagnostics readies coronavirus test. Shares rocket 181% pre-market. And if you keep going up, you'll see that every time something came out about coronavirus and the test had to do with co-diagnostics, and the shares just kept going up. So it has had an amazing run this year. Let me jump to the chart to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So CODX. Let's look at the daily candle. So daily candle is here. Let me make it smaller. Now you can see right here the stock was trading around as at January, this was around literally about 90 cents, right? 90 cents, 94 cents. In January it picked up and went all the way. Look at that spike right there, took it all the way to 25, right? In a couple of weeks, all the way to 25 from 94 cents, pulled back, made another move there, pulled back again. So you can see that if you're looking at the price action on this stock, it has the potential to make big moves. It's made big moves in the past, and when it puts in a move, it puts in a real proper move. So again, this is why I have this one on the watch list. But the main reason why it's on there today is because, again, it put in some decent volume towards the end of the day yesterday. So about 2 hours before the market closed, you can see the spike in volume there. So that's why this one is looking interesting, because it might just continue. Who knows? I can't see anything specific in the news, any extra catalyst in the news to push this further. But what the price action here is telling me towards the end of the day is that somebody or some people are interested in this stock. Next one on the watch. Next one I'm going to talk about is ALLY. This one is a bank. It's ALLY Financial. I've traded this one in the past. I like the price action. I like the way it trades. I've made money on trading this stock. And the main reason this one makes the watch list is that, well, volume, but it's reporting its earnings for Q2 today. So the reporting earnings for Q2 today, we don't know what the earnings is going to look like, of course. So again, it's on the watch list, but it's going to be dependent on how the stock performs, or how the company performs in their reports for today. But having said that, this company has gone up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. Let me look at the daily candle. Daily candle right here shows, you can see it's been up 5 days in a row. And you know, when stocks go, they tend to keep going up, at least for a while. So it is all going to be dependent on how they perform and how the market views their reports when they report their earnings today. But the other thing that I like about this is the price action. So if you look at the volume again, spike came in. Yes, it went up, but the spike came in towards the end of the day, which means that maybe somebody knows something, that this company might do well. Sometimes people get to know stuff before we know it. So again, that's the reason it's on the watch list. It doesn't mean it's a buy. It's going to be dependent on how they perform in their earnings report. Okay, so the last one I'm going to talk about that's made my list is Summit Construction Materials Company. And why did it make my list? Just, well, 2 reasons. Because construction type companies seem to be picking up in the US, because I think, you know, the economy is opening up, and I've seen other construction related ticker symbols make nice moves in the last few days, and that's why this one made my list. But when I look at it, you know, it probably is going to be on the back burner, because looking at the daily candles, the daily chart, it doesn't really put in big moves. You know, there's really no day where it's put in a big move, you know, this year. So it's likely not going to make a move, actually, looking at it properly. But, you know, it's just going to be in the back burner. So those are the stocks, some of the main stocks I'll be looking at in today's trading. I have to say that, of course, if any other thing happens, or there's any other fresh news that comes out, I might add to this list. But I actually prefer to trade stocks that have had a catalyst from the previous day, just because it gives me time to do my research on the company. And I also think it gives other people like me, other investors, other traders, time to look at the company and decide what direction they want to trade the stock. So I prefer to trade a stock that has a catalyst from the previous day. But you're always going to get those catalysts that come on the actual day, and then I'm then going to update this watch list. But these ones are sufficient if you're looking to maybe do some research and decide on maybe doing something with these stocks. But like I said, make sure you do your own research if you're going to get involved with any of these stocks. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification so you don't miss the next videos. I will probably be making another video today after trading. We'll see how the trading day goes. I might be making a second video today showing you what trades I have made. So thanks for watching the video. I'll see you at the next one.